I think it looks really. Before yesterday, I didn't know much about it. Then after yesterday, I learned more about the movie, and so now it looks. I was kind of reading about it. It looks really nice. It looks really good. Real dinosaur. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is Raptor Ranch you're talking about?
Yeah, Raptor Ranch.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a part.
Hey, there was a plane, man. Look, there was a plane over here. Yeah, that's brothers Ed and Carl Hupp flew from Baltimore all the way to Chicago to look for the fish monster. Yeah, I'm putting them in my movie next day. They're in Fishman. They're coming up soon. I'm gonna add their scene. They're in every movie. I use the same stock footage, but I narrate over the footage every time because I only filmed them there one time in '94. So I put them in every movie because, but it's a long story about them. See, they made monster movies back on 8mm film back in like the 70s, I think it was, the 60s, 1970s.
Right.
They made movies like camera films, so they filmed their camera. They did like a remake of Her with Dracula, and they made the hand shriveled up, Dracula shriveled up in his casket and everything. And they tried to do it like, I tried to act like Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee, and they made a bunch of horror movies, and their church was real, I guess you could say, adamant about it or against it. And they said, if you're a Christian, you gotta give this stuff up. You gotta quit. It's not about having fun. It's about, serious, and you shouldn't like monsters. Oh, look, eat more chicken fillet. Eat more chicken in it. You treat it with atomic fallout radiation, and you can turn it into a chicken monster, just like this is my movie on WGN on, the turkey monster show back in 2004 WGN, where I turned the guy into a turkey monster. And I go, don't you want to meet girls? My guy goes, yeah, I'm on a lot of diets, Jimmy Craig, I'm trying to lose weight, meet women. I go, shut up. I said, sit down, and I say, I'm going to get you through this great serum. It will help you lose weight, and the girls will like you. And he goes, yeah. He's a comedian. He's that guy that looks like Chris Farley, He's good friends of Mike Preston, stand-up comic. But anyway, I stick the needle in the, and I say, I didn't inject you with serum to lose weight. I'm going to turn you into a turkey monster. This is DNA from a turkey, and he turns into a turkey monster. Tried to sick devil in on him. Anyway, we're watching the Oasis here. I used to eat here when I was a kid with my parents. It used to be a regular restaurant. Here it is. There you see the Oasis, man. They had nice middle-aged waitresses there serving you food. It was like a nice restaurant back in like the glorious 60s. We used to go there like once every few months. And I'm like, you want to go to the Oasis? So we used to go to the Oasis restaurant. Before it was all, fast food stuff. And there's a nice old water tower all the way from the glorious 1930s. There you see. There's a good old water tower. A dinosaur from the Chicago area. Anyway, so there's a junkyard there. There we go. It's a junkyard, and we're going, we're going towards the to Westmont to the B-movie celebration, and they're gonna show Rewind this, the movie I'm in with Elvira and Frank Henenlotter, director of Frankenhooker. The Frankenstein monster made for a bunch of hookers, and he's chewing gum. She goes, "You want a date? You want a date? You want a date?" She reminds me of a couple girls I used to date out there in Chicago, and I'd go out drinking and go looking for girls, cruising for chicks, back in the late 1980s to 90s, having a good time, Like I told the story to one of my buddies from Monster Bash, one of my buddies, and he says, "Oh, you don't waste any time, do you?" I don't waste time with the chicks. If a girl likes me and I like her, we have a good time. I gotta go some nice Dr. Swat job. Oscar job. I got my David Rock Nelson t-shirt that I'm seeing. Yeah. Anyway, I want to say something. My friends Ed and Carl Hupp, they wanted to make these monster movies. Their church was against it. They said, you gotta give it up. It's not Christian to make monster movies, blah, blah, blah. You gotta get rid of your monster movies, get rid of your monster magazines. I'm gonna roll up the window so you can hear me better. Yeah, and it's getting kind of cool. And I was like, and so they made them feel so guilty about it, like they had to get rid of it, and to get them off their back, they got rid of it. And then later on, like several years ago, they told his brother Ed that this Christian guy told him, the church he was at, they said you should get rid of your monster stuff, that's evil. And so he started throwing away all the videotapes, which was a stupid thing to do. But one of the guys from the church says, "Are you sure you want to get rid of these?" This guy was a Christian from that same church. He says, "Are you sure you want to get rid of these? These are classics, like Bride of Frankenstein and, you know, Horror of Dracula, you know." But anyway, I gotta save some of this footage for the B Movie Fest. So we're talking about the Rapper Ranch movie. So how's it going, Jay Hawkinson?
It is going. It is going very well. I'm very excited for today.
Yeah.
Very excited that we're going to the B movie celebration to watch some cool movies and watch a movie that you're in.
Yeah.
That should be very exciting.
And your name's in the credits.
Yes.
And Lloyd Kaufman from Trauma Films was in it. Rewind
Yes.
this, directed by the great Josh Johnson from
Yes.
Austin, Texas. Now he's out there in Brooklyn, New York. New York. You know, like Kojak. He goes, "Hey Crocker, give me a ham and Swiss on rye." Yeah. "Hey Crocker." Yeah, I watch Kojak. That's filmed in New York. He's got that New York accent. I think New York people, they don't pronounce it New York. They call it New York. New York. Like Chicago. Like I used to call Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. Or Chicago. Not Chicago. Some people call it Chicago. The guys, the deep voice, Chicago. It's really elongating that Chicago. We call it Chicago. We say Chicago or Chicago. Yeah, I got that raspy Chicago guy voice. I got an autograph from the great Mark Lawrence, tough guy in those gangster flicks in the 40s and 50s, and he was in the Untouchables and stuff. And he played a gangster on the Untouchables TV show with Elliot Ness, you know, Robert Stack, which I was watching last night. I watched that show every night. Last night had, I think, Steve Cochran in it, no, last night had Brian Keith in it. He doesn't really make a right gangster. He always thinks him as a good guy, you know, Family Affair and the tough guy on Hardcastle and McCormick later, but, you know, which I watch on weekends and on Sunday. That's good. On MeTV, the MeTV network. Anyway. But Mark Lawrence, I got his autograph in '93 on Halloween '93 at the Holiday Inn in Hillside. And I met John Agar there. I went there to meet John Agar. I took Jan, Vampire Woman. The first time she's ever met a celebrity. This was the first celebrity she met after we started dating there in '93. It's October of Halloween of '93, and her eyes were all lit up in the picture. She got a big smile on her face, and we got John Agar giving us a big hug. He said, "Oh, kids." He called us his kids. You know, real warm guy. Gave us a big, you know, warm hug there. You know, nice guy. John Agar's my favorite celebrity of all the actors I've met. You know, he had a good spirit about it. And he reminds me of Ben the Creature Chapman, you know, real, you know, outgoing, friendly. He kind of looks like Big Ben Chapman, the Creature. Anyway, maybe they both rest in peace. But, you know, I was going to say, so anyway, we met Mark Lawrence the same time we met John Agar, Halloween '93, at the Holiday Inn in Hillside. Anyway, so, and I get his autograph, and from one of his gangster pictures, and he writes, "To Rocky, Chicago guy, Mark Lawrence." You know, I guess he's a Chicago guy too. I guess whatever. Okay, we'll see you. I got him on nice Java. Good. Nah, it's good Java. Okay.